Oh, scheint heute alles zu laufen, Digga, Gott sei Dank. Jetzt nach so 5 Minuten denke ich nicht, dass noch was passieren wird. Auf jeden Fall gehe ich jetzt kurz in ein Video rein. Das ziehe ich mir hier kurz live rein. Das ist die Fernbedienung, Mann. Und, yo, es geht um so ein Spiel. Wann kam eigentlich das Video raus? 3 Wochen, Alter. Was ich warte. Nachkommer von Conan Exiles, Fettsack. Du bist ein Fettsack. Ja, er ist einfach auf diesem Wort hängen geblieben, ja? Oh, los geht's.
Awaken.
Ich hoffe, das Spiel wird geil, Digga.
The desert wants you dead, Offworlder. If the sands don't take you, the storms will swallow you whole. But you don't have to walk this path alone.
Auf dich, Fenris.
In every danger,
Boah.
there is opportunity. The foundation of something greater.
Aber das habe ich doch schon mal gesehen.
A power waiting to be harnessed. Desert power. Some claim to rule this planet.
Das war jetzt der normale Trailer.
But
Ich dachte, hier ist
Arrakis
Gameplay.
Awakening is a multiplayer survival game on a massive scale,
Aber,
where the open,
okay, warte mal.
ever-changing world ensures exploration remains a vital activity. Join us as we traverse the breathtaking landscapes and uncover what the sands have hidden. Follow in the footsteps of the native
Was meinst du? Was für ein Spiel?
Fremen and learn to overcome the deadly environment. Collect materials to craft a shelter, still suit, and your
Dune Awakening. Ich hab dir doch mal was von Conan Exiles erzählt. Vom Funcom. Und das ist halt so mäßig das neue Spiel von denen. Das kommt jetzt im Mai raus.
first vehicle, then venture into the desert.
Boah.
With a scanning module installed, you can scan for resources in smaller areas, or climb the highest peaks to launch a survey probe, revealing large swaths of terrain and important locations like shipwrecks or abandoned Imperial testing stations. Traverse difficult terrain with tools like the Shigawire Claw and Suspensor Belt, and claim powerful tech and gear. Expand your fleet of vehicles and upgrade them with new modules to suit your playstyle.
Yo.
From the cockpit of the iconic Ornithopter, even the most remote expanses of Arrakis are within your reach. In the deep desert, massive Coriolis storms regularly sweep across the land with monstrous power, changing the entire map every week. As new resources and secrets are revealed, the race to survey the vast new landscape begins anew. Be the first to mark the location of precious resources, then give the map to your allies, or sell it to other players on the exchange. Here, there are no paths to tread, only power to claim. This is infinite exploration. This is Arrakis.
Boah. Das sieht schon fresh aus, Digga.
So as we take our first step here into the world, I mean, one of the main concerns the players have, or that we see
Okay, das
often
ist ja
as
bestimmt
the
nicht mal
public is
Beta,
like,
deswegen ist die
Arrakis
Grafik
is a
jetzt
desert planet.
nicht so krass
Is
wie
it gonna
im
be boring?
Trailer eben,
You know,
aber
like, can you do a lot with the desert?
Yes.
But we can. I think we can. I think we can actually say that we can. So what
das soll so ein maximales Dings Survival MMO sein, mäßig. Wie Sons of the Forest und so. Aber halt auf dem Mars, ne? Guck
here
mal.
you use the binoculars, it does actually add the points of interest
So.
that you're looking at to the compass at the top.
Yes,
Plus
exactly.
you can also
Nicht
add
so mit
markers
Axt und so eine
and
Scheiße, man ist halt voll
Yes.
in
Yeah,
High-End
that's a little
Dings wie in
garage
Destiny
together
oder so.
Because we
In der
had during the
Zukunft.
beta, there was a lot of
Yes.
players going to the trade post with their hard-earned sandbike, and
Aber schwer
they
ist
were
so
just placing their sandbike here and there.
Gameplay-mäßig sehen.
that you can like talk to if you want to actually start one
I
of
like
the
to
faction
fly.
quest lines.
Yeah,
Fast.
absolutely.
Storm.
So in this case here we do
Wird gekauft, ja, Mann.
a sandbike, already,
Schwöre.
and we have,
Wer
things
Conan-
that we're checking out now in
Ich sag dir ehrlich, ich schwöre, wenn Conan Exiles nicht so eine ekelhafte Grafik hätte und nicht so verbuggt wäre und ein bisschen mehr Leute das spielen würden, Digga, ich hätte das so gesuchtet, ne? Weil ich liebe so welche Spiele. Und das wird 100% alles rasieren.
the base.
Diese Zukunft mit Mars-Kombination und so, das ist einfach brutal.
Camille deposing
Und die
blood,
Welt soll auch
that's
nicht
the
so
army.
tot sein wie bei, wie heißt dieses Spiel? Starfield oder so. Das war ja voll groß, aber komplett tot, ne? Die Welten und so. Deswegen, Alter, ich freue mich richtig auf dieses
Instead
Spiel.
from enemies before, that's the best first way
Guck mal,
to-
die
the
Base
second
auch
way
voll
is,
Hightech.
to hydrate yourself.
Maschinen und so.
First
Guck
was
mal,
to,
Motor.
set
Boah,
up
geil.
sap plant at the
Guck
start
mal,
of the game.
Waffen.
But then at some point you unlock,
Warte mal kurz.
tools.
Boah, geil, Mann. Guck mal, wie groß das Menü auch noch ist. Crafting.
To be able to harvest blood
Ja.
from enemies, and then you can process it into water, where you can then drink. You can also drink blood if you're really desperate, but it's not really good.
It's not.
not really
It's
good.
not.
Und die Dinger baut man selber zusammen, Alter. Geil.
So yeah, we've shown a lot of Haga Basins out in many of our videos before and other things. So Camille is gonna
Das
move
ist
away
geil.
from there. Still see a couple of have a little look at a couple of other locations on the way. Luckily for us, it's nighttime now, so there's not much sun to deal with.
Ja, man
because it's
sieht
better
nicht so
to
viel.
travel
You return.
basically. So you talk
Wow,
to
wie
him,
geil der
and
NPC
then
aussieht.
You do little things for him, and then when you're done, you will be able to unlock a new skill tree that you might not have.
Political
with your
exile.
character. There's many of them in the world. You will have to find them, and when you do so, you will be able to unlock more skills to faster they will come to you.
Boah.
And here is just pausing NPC camp because there's like different.
Ah, hier kämpft
like,
der.
you can
We live in a world filled with media
Fuck you,
streams, social
Bufu.
platforms, and devices.
play like you like to play. Like your approach, you also be more sneaky.
Yes.
I always try to be more sneaky, and then I just end up aggroing the whole camp. It's like it never works out.
Camille using the voice right
Oh,
here to
nice.
attract the heavy. They are big baddies, and they have
Yeah,
shields,
they're
but
annoying.
and
They're very annoying.
light machine
Okay,
guns.
okay.
They're pretty annoying, yes, because when they don't shoot, they have a shield.
Warum
so you
schießt
can
der aber
shoot
nicht,
them.
der Bro?
And they have a lot of bullets.
So,
So
talking about combat, we know that you have a lot
Whoa.
of questions regarding combat in general. So we won't go into that today, also question or reply-wise, but we will have a dedicated
Ja, Mann.
stream for you
Boah,
tomorrow.
geil.
And then you can throw all the questions you have at us.
Wie bei
then.
Destiny,
So
Digga.
just keep that in mind if you don't answer any combat questions today.
we
Very
can
aware that
see-
you might know more.
So this enemy is a shield, so there's different weapons that are good against that. And they're using a disruptor right there, which is high burst rifle, throw a lot of bullets at the same time, so that's really good to be able to, and then you can finish them off by how you want. Now it disappeared, which is really good, but Camille was fighting under the sun earlier, so he got sunstroke.
Die,
Which is one thing you have to keep in mind
wenn der trifft, Digga, mit dem Schwert sieht das so irgendwie so süß aus, Alter.
all the time when you travel during the day. So, and then he was dehydrating extremely fast, and now his hydration is pretty low. So you can see also whenever he shoots, the shield
Sieht schon
is,
nice aus,
turned
ja.
off by default, because you cannot shoot when you have a shield on you, of course. So you have to be careful into when you use a ranged weapon with a shield.
Das war jetzt seine
Now you can
Base.
harvest their blood.
Yeah, that's
The
what he's been
blood of
doing.
Okay,
He is our internal builder. He is just amazing.
Oh, he does-
Also,
okay, warte,
Talking
noch
about-
weiter zurück.
And cut arrays and things like that. And there's other landmark like the one we've seen right
Yep.
here, this big mining rig that has been abandoned for years and years, that now have been conquered, and
Das ist
now
die
there's
Base.
Arabs living there, like you
Right.
said, right?
Boah,
Another
We're-
base.
Yes, we're at our
Wow.
second base here. Super nicely done,
Beautiful
by the
base.
way, by Tore Egelschat.
geil. Das sieht echt nice aus.
Our communications manager. He is our internal builder. He is just amazing.
Oh, he does-
Also, talking about building,
Mm-hmm.
like the screenshots that our beta testers are posting on our Discord are so mind-blowing. I cannot wait
Yes.
what the wider community is going to do.
Boah,
It's
geil,
really
Alter.
So excited. It's probably one of the things that I'm most excited about. What
Yo,
will
da soll man damit
will come
fliegen.
up with building-wise.
Absolutely, because if
I
you
can't
remember,
wait.
there was the don't remember the name, but there was this person in the beta that made this car
The
dealer.
car dealer.
The car dealer.
Yes. Yes.
There was this massive base with little.
Yeah, like almost like a honeycomb thing.
Boah, Digga, das ist
exactly.
genau mein Ding, ne? Ich schwöre. Boah, guck mal, die Map.
Yeah, that's his
The
old
first
base.
base.
Voll
You can just
groß.
abandon it, and then it's gonna be cleaned up.
Wo
Another
ist
base,
der
right? But
eigentlich?
that's a big thing in the game. We expect player to move because everyone will start in the Haga base in south that you can see
Boah,
here.
That's
But
his old base.
yeah, that's
the
his old
first
base. And
Jetzt
you can just
fliegt er
abandon it,
gleich.
and then it's gonna be cleaned up by the storms of Arrakis. Players that can go and further into the map, right?
So the storm is like a Roomba of Arrakis.
Yes.
Ah, er ist reingeglitscht, schade. Ich dachte, jetzt geht die Tür so auf.
Absolutely, 100%. So now it's time to fly.
This, of course, opens up the world even more.
Yes.
So you have a lot of additional opportunities and a lot of additional options now. Here we're looking at the area we were just at.
Übel
around
nice.
The air.
Yes. Don't go there.
Don't stay in there.
No, exactly.
Ich komm
And
sofort.
actually, let's do, but because we have more things
glaub,
to
ich
show,
brauch noch
obviously, we're
eine.
gonna fly to some other areas. But
Fettsack-Modus.
we would like to start a poll here and open it up to Twitch chat. What would you like to go see between Imperial testing station or a shipwreck? Like those two. Like maybe we can also explain what the difference is briefly.
100%, absolutely.
But also, so we open a poll, and if you do exclamation mark vote A or vote B, so you can vote for either of them, and then at the end of like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, we see how long we're gonna run it. We'll see what you voted for, and we go visit that. We might die though, because it might be kind of like a high-end thing that we're gonna
Yeah, we're
show
going
you,
into
so.
a little higher tier,
Yes.
and Camille is not fully equipped for that, but that's fine. He's gonna get good, and it's gonna be great.
Yes.
It's gonna be great.
Like now we also see like different rock textures, right? Like what's the inspiration to go with specific rock textures? And maybe you can talk about
Oh,
that
yeah,
a
that's
little
what
bit.
Ah, yeah, rocks. My specialty.
Owen's favorite
Yes.
topic, rocks.
Rocks and sand.
I love blazing rocks. Yeah, the Wadi Rum is kind of the inspiration for a lot of the rock shapes. You will probably see it from the movie. But of course, that's a bit too Earth-like. So we had to kind of, ramp it up a little bit. Place some rocks vertically, having like these little mushroom shapes with kind of like holes. And maybe there's a little secret on top of some of them.
Or inside them.
Or inside them.
Or on
Alfred Al-Janub. Oh, guck mal, wie die Orte heißen. Was? Warte mal kurz.
Holes.
Jabal Alfred Al-Janub. Ich schwöre, meine Heimat heißt einfach Janub, Digga. Janub. Ich schwöre, genau so. Woher ich einfach komme, mein kleines Dorf. Ist ja witzig, Digga.
Under them, there's canyons.
Yes, of course, it's reality.
Boah, wie
but
geil die
it's
Welt
not
ist,
putting
Mann.
things in line, so
Ich
when
hätte
you get
so
somewhere,
Bock,
we're
das jetzt zu
talking about
spielen,
when
ich
you visit
schwöre.
the world,
Boah.
do that. And then, of course,
Oh
pitch
my
darkness
God.
is not great for. You have these pockets of PvP in there, so when you go there, you need to be careful because yes, you have enemies to fight, but also potentially other players. You don't know, right?
Haltet doch mal eine
and
Minute da oben die
station
Schnauze.
are PvE. There's no problem with that. The
Exactly,
zone,
yeah,
you can buy the components for Solari, which is the Dune monetary resource, right?
Yeah.
Which is
Und das ist auch noch
different
PvP, gibt's das
ways of
glaube ich
doing
auch noch,
things
Mann.
depending on your play style,
Das ist hart.
in the game.
Life
a lot more content with this, which is really great.
Yes.
So that's the
We have a traditional adaptive music system where we use horizontal layering and vertical layering to do that.
On this project, I've been able to do a lot of creative things with the music that I haven't been able to really work with before. It allowed me to step out of the box of traditional orchestral thinking.
The pillars we wanted to use
Bruh.
is flow, which means how sound needs to flow over time. Your eyes and just listen to the soundscape and the wind and what's going on to understand where they are, whether it's in Sheol, which is a radioactive area, the Red Desert is known as Vermilius Gap, or the opening area, Hagabas in south. It's truly wonderful to work with sound and have a great team to work with and such an amazing IP as Dune to explore.
And
Das
chat
sieht
for
wirklich geil aus,
Stream
Digga.
and chat.
Ich schwöre.
and then you can go to different places, including the deep desert that we will not go now.
Nope.
But we're gonna show you the thing. So that's it.
Quite a bit in the
Wie viele
beginning.
Dinge es zum Fliegen gibt, guck mal.
The Dune books, there is fantastic lore. It's an established universe in every way. But it also have these limitations. There's no computers. There's no gunpowder in the world. It's not the typical digital sci-fi slick soundscape you're used to in many games.
In the game, you can be anyone you like. You can belong to any faction. So there are very few areas and situations in the game that are purely Atreides, purely Harkonnen, purely Fremen. So you have to approach it in a different way.
Total.
Knut is a